bombs today.
Well, certainly, Nampu, the picture he's painted here today is of a concerted witch hunt against him by some of those senior officials within the police as well as the NPA. Of course, speaking about, for example, how he had been suspended 3 times since 2011 when that Sunday Times article about the alleged death squad, the Ketomene death squad, had emerged in November 2011. Of course, saying that he ultimately fought his suspension in court and was later returned back to work. But of course, a few months later, he was arrested, and again, he was suspended from work, and that too was ultimately resolved when he ultimately was exonerated by a disciplinary hearing that was held at a later stage. But of course, he's saying that didn't stop there. We saw him again being suspended in 2015 when the then General Klemeza, of the head of the Hawks, took office a few weeks after he took office. So he speaks of a concerted effort by those who were at the police service, at the helm of the police service, to try and really remove him from office, but not only from the police service, but also from the NPA. He gave evidence, for example, of how those racketeering charges against him were formulated despite following proper procedures. So proper procedures were not followed. He says that there was even a falsification of some of the information in that notification of prosecution, in which he says clearly showed that there was a concerted effort to get rid of him from office. But it didn't stop there. He also detailed a meeting that he held with the then police commissioner, Riah Piyega, in September in 2014, where he says he had been asked by Piyega to take 3 options, and those 3 options, of course, including the fact that he had to step down, the second one being that he had to take a golden handshake or be redeployed, which he says he all subsequently turned down at that point.
All right, Manqoba, we're going to leave it there. Thank you very much for your report on that.